officially live. Okay, now I'm trying to do the live stream via YouTube and on Instagram at the same time. So let me do this way. Oh, I don't like that angle. It's going to be hard. Okay. Let's see. Where can I sit this? Okay. This might not work how I thought it would. And I hope I can do it upside down. I don't like this angle. I'm so, this is going to be so annoying because I'm like so weird about angles when it comes to filming. So I might have to hold this one. Okay, wait. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm testing a theory, so work with me for a second. Yeah, it says I'm having trouble starting it, and I'm on the Wi-Fi, so I don't know. But yes, I was so excited to get this t-shirt because it sold out while I was at Coachella. And I think some people didn't know where you could go to buy the merchandise. And I had seen somebody post it. Okay, so it's not charging. Work with me. I had seen somebody post it that it was up. And I was like, where is this merch store? You have to tell me. I have to get Beyonce's stuff before okay, let's try this now. All right, hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. Hi. Okay. Because I don't know if it wouldn't let me go live because of how my battery is really low. It just says checking connection. Okay, let me try to turn the Wi-Fi off and then do it. It worked. Okay. Oh, we got it. Okay. Now I bought this handy dandy thing, and it basically snaps around your phone and holds it up. So I'm going to attempt to have this live stream. See, I don't like that angle though because then I can't really see you guys that well. But if I do it here, better, but now I can't see the comments. Yes, Jordan, I did like your video, even though you shaded me and said that I just needed to hurry up and post who I worked for. And then when I did, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I did watch it. Okay, this isn't going to work. I know, I'm sorry, I'm like shaking you guys around. BU, fancy travel. Hey. Okay. All right, so what I'm trying to do here is like basically some people complain about my live streams being at certain times. And they're like, oh, I really want to watch the live stream when it goes live so I can ask the questions. However, I don't have a YouTube subscription, which what are you doing? Why don't you have a YouTube thing? Or they're like, oh, I only have Instagram. I'm going to figure out how to make this work. This might be, oh. Ah! It's not working. Okay. Can I do it this way? You guys, the ones that are on IG, please work with me. I know I'm shaking you guys around a lot, but only because I'm trying to get this angle. Oh my gosh. This is driving me crazy. Only the real ones are on here, so only them are going to be patient with me because you guys are like, get it together, girl. Look at this pimple on my forehead. I'm so annoyed. Okay, I'm going to try to use this cup of tea I'm drinking as a tripod. At this point, this is the best I can do. And the thing about that now is, for whatever reason, when I switch it around, it keeps your comments upside down, so I can't actually read the comments. On the computer, it's fine, but on Instagram, it's not. Okay, let me give YouTube some love really quick. Hey everybody. Hey who was on the chat? Okay, so that was another thing that happened. Oh, this is such I'm such a perfectionist about certain things, so this sidebar is really throwing me off. But about the announcements or whatever, because some people were like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe that someone leaked that she works for American." First of all, it didn't. That's not what happened. So the day that I graduated, a girl that was in my class took a picture with me. You know, my classmate loved her. She had watched my videos before I actually came and stuff, and so we took a picture together, and she posted it and maybe tagged AA Stews. And then they had posted that picture on their story. And it was so funny because someone actually, I'm just gonna have to hold this like this. Somebody actually commented to me and was like, "This is so weird." They were like, "I know you're about to do your reveal and everything, but there's this girl that they posted on AA Stews and she looks just like you." And she screenshot it and sent it to me. And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy. That girl could be my twin." Y'all, it was me. If I wasn't on IG Live, I would pull up the DM right now, but I was cracking up at the fact I said that. So whoever you are, I can't remember your handle name off the top of my head, but yes, that was me. But yeah, I didn't care about people. Like, I wasn't going to tell people, "Oh, don't post your graduation pictures," because I'm in it, because I'm trying to wait to reveal who I work for. No. It wasn't that. It's not that serious. But yeah. That's how a lot of people were like, "I know who it is. I know who it is." But thank you once again for not saying. So I do appreciate that. Oh wait, someone said, "Okay, so when I flip the phone upside down on IG Live, does that flip you guys as well?" I'm still working with this Instagram thing because I don't really use this that often. And this would be easier to do on an iPad. So what I might do is get my iPad mini for the next go round and use that instead of trying to do this on my phone. Fix it. I'm trying to fix it. Been desperately trying to figure out how I was off 20 days. Senior mama status. But honestly, what happened, I actually was off 20 days. Hold on. Okay. So I was off 20 days, but do understand that they gave us like a 5-day adjustment period. So that was factored into that. So I guess 15 days off would be more fair to say that. However, 3 of those were weekends. So I was really shocked, and apparently it's not that hard to get weekends off. And that blows my mind because, you guys, I'm so used to working every single weekend, every single holiday, right off jump, especially in the summertime. So when I saw my schedule, I was like, okay, they made a mistake, something's wrong. I took it to someone to look at, and they were like, "No, that's your line. Like, that's your line." I was like, yes, I'm off a weekend, I'm off 2 weekends, I'm off 3 weekends. Okay, so the only thing is, if I put the phone inside of the cup, I actually don't have pants on, so I can't get up right now. Love you guys. I know you guys are real ones, but I know screenshots are real, and I'm happily engaged. I know Chris would be very upset if me walking around in my underwear was all over the internet. So I can't actually get up right now. Sorry, guys. Okay. I will say my base eventually. I'm not saying it on the live stream though. Oh my gosh, Rex, you going to Maui? I'm so jealous. Maui is like another world. Like that, probably domestically top 5 for sure. Layovers I've ever had. It was so beautiful, and like the people were so nice. I had some kind of like pulled pork, like was it quesadilla or enchilada? I don't even remember, but it was delicious. You can see the stingrays swimming through the water. The water is so blue. Like their version of a beach was not what I would consider a beach. Like it was this black, rocky, tough, hard to walk on. But I don't know. It's just, you'll see when you get there. It's so pretty. Like, I'm so jealous. And we're still going to work that trip together. I have not forgot. Well, we won't work it together, but I'll come to the layover with you eventually one day. You're watching from the galley? Ooh. No, that's okay. Like, especially when you have delays and stuff, it's so boring. You just have to do something to pass the time. I actually had a medical on my flight today, and it was just all of us that were in the back worked at hospitals previously, so we were like, "Oh, old pros, we're fine." But we were just chilling, and you know, it's one of those things where you don't expect that to happen. But I was like, life is so crazy. Life is so crazy. I love how now it shifted from, okay, we know what airline she works for. Now let's try to figure out the base. And after we figure out the base, we're going to figure out her trips. We're going to narrow down the trips. We're going to see exactly what city she's in, what hotel she's at. We're going to come knock on her door. Pretty passenger, are you in there? No, you guys crack me up though. But one thing I will say on this, and this is like major key alert, don't ever say what hotel you're at when you're on a trip. And there's been it's only happened maybe 2 or 3 times, and I know that it was an accident, but like how you guys can see I'm in a hotel right now. Usually whenever I post videos that involve me ever being on a layover or being at a hotel, it has happened in like either in the past or it has happened weeks, maybe even months ago, because of the way my editing is set up. It takes me a while to edit. So whenever I'm posting these videos and there are places that you obviously recognize or maybe a hotel that you've been in before, I edit it. I have to take the footage from okay, so let me walk you through this process because I hate when people sleep on YouTubers and then I'm like, you guys don't understand how time consuming it actually is to do this. Number one, I have to get my camera. Where is my camera? Oh, here it is. Which it's broken right now. Look at this. Look at this. I'm so annoyed. Okay, so you probably can't tell just by looking at it, but it's hard to do this and hold the phone at the same time. I'm so talented, you guys. I'm getting it done. So this screw has come out. So now my flip screen is broken. So whenever I'm vlogging, I obviously hold it up like this so that I can see myself in the viewfinder, right? Well, the screw has come loose, so now sometimes this will wobble like that. It's not supposed to do that. And it will flip me upside down, and then it throws me off completely when I'm trying to vlog, and I hate it, and whatever. So I have to take this camera out. Bam. Hey guys, what's up? Da-da-da. I'm talking to myself on a camera, shamelessly, because it's 2018 and that's what we're doing. Walking along, bloop, 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 recording my footage, which goes to a memory card. Then I take that memory card, I have to put it into an adapter, remove all the footage off of off of the camera, put that on my laptop, which I am live streaming on right now. Take that, convert it, then I have to put it in Final Cut Pro and export all of those files, depending on how long it is, if I have a time lapse, if I've just recorded a lot of footage, if there's a lot of pictures, if I've changed the quality of it, so it takes it longer. There's all these things that go into finally getting the footage onto Final Cut Pro. Now, here comes, and you think that sounds complicated, but that's the easy part. The hard part is actually once you get it onto Final Cut Pro is editing. So I have to sit there, bloop, 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 do all my jump cuts, crop everything out, the thousands and thousands of times I'm pronouncing things incorrectly or saying something and then I mess up and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. Say it again. All of that I have to cut and clip and edit and insert, if I want to put my Instagram handle name or my Snapchat name, put that and decide what font to do. All of that is just this long hours and hours of editing. And then after I finish editing that file and I finally have got it, I watch it all the way through and then I save it. And so that file saves onto my laptop computer. And then from there, I have to upload the file from the laptop onto YouTube. And that can take forever, especially on hotel Wi-Fi. It just depends, but I've had videos take anywhere from probably maybe 20 minutes where it was really quick. I think the quickest I've ever uploaded a video was in Los Angeles, to hours, or to the point of where I've left it and gone to sleep and woken up and it's still not done yet. So that is the process of putting one single video on the internet that I've edited. And that's another reason why there was a time where I did phone vlogs a lot because I didn't have to worry about the editing process of that. And then there were times where I would just use iMovie, like when I first started, but now I use Final Cut Pro, and it is probably the most complicated, but it's the one that I do love the most because I actually really enjoy editing. As complicated as all of that sounds, that's the part that I like about this process of being a YouTuber is editing. So I will continue to do that. That was a mouthful. Whoa, you guys. Okay. Give us the crew juice. This is chamomile tea. Oh, have y'all seen that? What is it? That meme, or it's not a meme. It's like a little video clip, and it's 2 Chainz, and this girl. He's interviewing with this girl, and she goes, "Ooh, your coffee or your whatever, your Coke is a little close to my hat," and he goes, "Darling, this is chamomile tea," and then sips his tea. I love that clip. Yeah. My first trip was great. Yes, I'm excited. I like long layovers. Hello to everyone who's just stopping back to say hello. Don't be afraid of training wherever you are, because my process, my story, everything that has happened to me is so different, I feel like, and very unique to everyone else. And I wish I could just put a sign on and walk around with it every single time somebody asks me what is going on, because there's so many, like every single day I'm getting these questions and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But I will say this, the city that I am in right now, they're actually having flight attendant and like a casting call, an open casting right now, and I'm just like, I wanted to go. I'm such a like, oh my god, babies, like come to the sky, and it's a different airline and everything, but I wanted to go downstairs and like sit. This sounds so crazy. I wanted to sit down there and like, if I saw people walking in, like give them encouraging words, like you're gonna be great, do this. But I was like, oh, that would be weird, so I decided to live stream instead. I'm just so like pro cabin crew to the point of where I'm like, everyone needs to be a flight attendant. Everybody in the world, just become a flight attendant. It will improve your life. But it's not. This job is stressful. It's not for everybody. Oh, I'm gonna have to remove that comment. Oh my gosh, you guys, come on. Devaney. Oh, so I text her. I don't know if you guys remember me on my last live stream. You guys were like, she's not vlogging anymore because somebody said something and it made her take down her videos. She's in college and she's taking classes and stuff. And we were texting about this. It's like people forget that even though you see the pretty passenger, that's me. You know, I'm Ashley. I'm still like, I still have other things going on. So she's like, I'm in classes. She's had footage. I think she said she edited, but or recorded, but hasn't had time to edit. It's just, we have lives too. So I think people are like, post. What are you doing? You're not posting consistently. But it's like, we have other things going on. Like there's been times where I've wanted to put a video up and I straight up was like, I just want to lay in bed with Chris and watch Netflix all day. Like I know I'm obligated to post, but at the same time, in that moment, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. And so I'm just the type of YouTuber where I will go with my gut at all times. So if that means a video doesn't happen to go up today because I need to do something else, then that's just how the cards fall. But yeah, she's fine. We're gonna do a what do they call it? A collab. I just don't know what yet. We'll see. Everyone's dying to know. I'm back. The differences and the reasons, you guys, I'll say, I know that's the number one priority for finding maybe why you're even watching this live stream, but season 2. I'm just gonna keep saying season 2. Okay, Auntie's doing good. Let me switch it back over. Thank you for Lindsay for asking. I had just talked to her earlier today, actually, and she is cracking me up because Bo is currently staying with her this week. She's babysitting because we had to put him on some medications because he's a large breed dog and his bones are he's growing at a very rapid rate. So he hasn't even hit 6 months yet and he's already 63 pounds, and he was playing too rough and like hit his leg or something and was limping. So we had to take him to the vet, and then we still haven't gotten him neutered. And the reason why we were trying to put it off so long was because sometimes if you neuter dogs before they hit their growth spurt, it causes them to grow larger. And he's already a big dog. And so in my head, I was like, maybe we should wait to do it so that he won't get even bigger. But at the same time, it's better when you do it when they're younger. So the doctor was like, since he's going to have to be on bed rest for the next 4 to 6 weeks, just go ahead and do his operation and everything. So you can get, kill one bird with 2 stones. So I'm trying to see what days I can go take him to do his operation and stuff. But yeah, the dogs are good. Auntie's good. I know. I have to tell. She thinks it's so funny when y'all ask if she wants to be in the videos. And then the camera comes out. She's like, "No, I don't have lipstick on." I'm like, "Auntie, it's fine." Yes, people absolutely did treat me differently in training once they found out I was a YouTuber, and it was like the most awkward thing ever. That actually is what made training a lot harder for me. It wasn't the information. And I have really bad test anxiety, but it was still dealing with like the people and everything that was going on. It was crazy. I'm trying to go back and scroll through the comments, but it's just like a lot to try to do both. How long did it take me to get comfortable on camera? I'm still not all the way comfortable on camera. If y'all can believe that, I know it sounds crazy, but yeah. I still have times where I'm like, oh man, I really wanted to film that. And I'll be in public or something. I'm like, I can't do that. Somebody's going to look at me weird. Like, they're going to call security on me. This girl in the corner, she's got a camera out recording this herself on the cereal app, which I have actually done that. YouTuber jobs. Okay. I don't care about the tea. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be back too. I've never been to Sweden, and if you're afraid of flying is the safest means of transportation. Like, I know a lot of people say, I want to be a flight attendant, but I'm afraid to be in a plane, or I'm afraid of heights. Okay, so one of our instructors was actually afraid of heights, if you can believe that, and he's a flight attendant, so it's just one of those things where you have to get over your fear of doing it. But I will say, I feel a lot safer, especially these days with everything that has been going on, and there's just so much going on in the world. I feel a lot safer at 37,000 feet in the air with my passengers in my plane, making money, living my best life than I do on the ground sometimes. So, you have to think too, there's two people, that pilot and that first officer up there. Okay, so you guys are kind of, let me bring this down a little bit. There's two people up in the front that are, flying the plane, the first officer and the captain, and they're responsible for the hundreds of people in the back. Whereas you have everyone driving around in Dallas, for example, getting in all these car accidents because people are so passive aggressive and drive absolutely crazy there. But yeah, there's not accidents in the sky, like you don't hear about, oh, that plane ran into that other plane, and then no. There's two people up there in control of all the people in the back, and like turbulence and stuff like that. Planes can take a lot. They're very, very safe. So you really don't have anything to be nervous for when it comes to flying, but it takes you doing it for you to, I guess, be comfortable with it. Okay. How was ditching? Hot mess. I cried the day of ditching and the day before. You don't have to swim to be will this bother you guys if my phone is right here? Hi. I broke out today and I'm so annoyed. But yeah, you don't have to know how to swim to be a flight attendant. I don't know how to swim. I'm not embarrassed of that. Like, that's a fact. I don't know how to swim. I want to learn, but I'm so afraid of being in the water to the point of where I can't actually take lessons. So that is a problem. You guys ask some things where I'm like, wait, what? I used to work in a hospital, so medicals don't bother me. And I've had a good bit of medicals. I had a medical today. So there you go. That's the thing. How do I balance my schedule as a flight attendant and the rest of my life? And how do other flight attendants balance that in their jobs? Okay, I don't know if I'm some kind of different type of person, but let me say this. I will give you all a small little tidbit, and we're nearing. Should I cut it off at 20 minutes? I think I'll do 3 minutes. I am 26 years old. I know some people are like, you look like a baby. I am 26. I have a college degree. I majored in business administration, got in and out of college in 4 years, went to high school, graduated with a 3.7 GPA. I had a 5-year plan that I was sticking to, and then that all changed once I started working at a hospital. I've worked in insurance. I worked at a hospital. I've worked in retail. I've worked my favorite job, my first job, working at this place called Red Door Interior, and I decorated Christmas trees. Best job ever. I have 4 dogs. I now have 2 cats. I have pet geese and ducks. I am an only child. However, my sister cousin Rachel is my first cousin. is like, we're like this. Like, blood cannot make us any stronger. That's my girl. That's my sister. I have been in the same group chat with my 5 friends since 2011, 2010 or 2011. I am engaged. I have known him since 2010. I am a Scorpio. I was born November 14th, 1991. My last name is Haynes. I know this is like shaking up the table. I'm just throwing out all these facts. But I hear so many rumors about myself, especially with the switch, to the point of where I'm like, if you don't hear it from me, there's a good chance it might not be true, but let me just throw out a few things. I drive a Jeep Liberty. It is black. My license plate was sent to me. Like, someone sent me a picture of my license plate one day, and I was like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, what was your intention? There have been times where someone has sent me a Snapchat of myself sitting in the airport and was like, and they didn't mean any harm. They were like, oh, I saw you in the airport, but I was too afraid to come up to you. But I just wanted to let you know I saw you. And I was like, okay. Like, it's just being a YouTuber and having all of this going on. I like, my family is my heartbeat, and they always come first. So a lot of times YouTube does get put on the back burner for that reason. However, it's my family. Like, come on, that's fine. But with being on social media, and then with being a flight attendant, and still having a personal life, and still taking care of my animals and all of that, it is a lot. It is a lot trying to edit and run to the gate to get to my next trip and socialize and, like, hang out with people and not be too antisocial, and try to be on the phone listening to my aunt plan her dream wedding. And I'm sitting there like, no, we're not going to have a grand piano play on the lawn. Who's going to pay for that? Like, there's a lot that I have going on. And I think me just saying I have a lot going on pisses people off. And then I explain everything I have going on, and they're like, oh wow, like, I didn't have a clue. But yeah, there's a lot of levels and layers to me as a person. And I think, like, I don't know, when people like discuss like, oh, I thought you were this way and you're not way, I'm just like, what do you want? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, this is me. But yeah, it's difficult to balance all of this and, try to be helpful and always have a good attitude and a good demeanor. It takes a lot. It doesn't weigh heavy on me as a person, because as soon as something starts stressing me out or bothering me, it gets cut off, it gets canceled, and I'm on to the next thing. So that's never a problem. But I've got a lot going on in my life. A lot. How do I take care of my hair? Oh my gosh, I need to cut my hair. Honestly, like, my ends are dead, but I cut my hair with the phases of the moon, so I haven't been able to be off on the right day for my aunt to cut it for me. She cuts it. I need to chop like 2 inches off, because this end part is dead. And me being in training for 6 weeks, it messed so much up for me. So I wasn't able to get a lot of things done I needed to do. And like, I'm so behind on emails. I'm behind on like these brand deals that I'm trying to work on with different companies. There's like videos that I'm supposed to put up. I'm playing catch up. And you would think with 20 days off that would be enough time, but it's never enough time. I just want to spend a day sleeping, if I'm being honest, though, like 24 hours just sleeping, because I'm tired. I got 4 hours of sleep the other night, and I feel like that's why I'm breaking out from not enough rest and not drinking enough water. And then the water I am drinking is Dasani. I hate Dasani. This is creepy. Yeah. Yes, I did buy a house. Well, I didn't buy the house. Chris bought the house. Bria! Say hi to yourself on my live stream. Oh, you guys can see the tree outside my window, but that's okay, because you still can't tell where my location is. Okay, so Bria, that's who I was with yesterday in Denver. She lives in Denver. Hey, girl. I have been to Costa Rica. Auntie actually asked me after Chris proposed if I cared if she got married. And I was like, of course you could get married, girl. But she was being funny. But I was like, you don't need my permission. You're a grown woman. She actually does need my permission, though. I can't. Okay, so I'm finding, and this was basically why I'm doing this live stream on Instagram and on YouTube at the same time. I'm finding it too difficult to try to hold my phone and keep up with the comments on IG Live and YouTube Live. So it's gonna have to be one or the other. So I prefer YouTube just because the way I like how it's angled, how the live stream looks on the screen, how I can interact, how I can comment, how I can see the comments right in front of me. This will work better for me than Instagram, because I even thought about trying to do it like this, but I just hate this angle. Like I can't help but like look into the phone and try to like fluff my hair up and like look cute like this on my phone. But then the YouTube suffers, so I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this. Sorry. If you don't have YouTube and it's free to make an account. Like, just get one really quick. Come on, get one, then subscribe to me. Simple. That's your task. If you're on IG Live right now, go to youtube.com, make you a cute little account, subscribe to the pretty passenger, and it's Ashley, and then call it a day. And if you never use it, I will be forever grateful for that one subscription. For everyone who is on YouTube right now, real ones, you guys know. I'm pretty sure y'all have Instagram too. But yeah. What are you doing? Why don't you have a YouTube account? Get it together, IG. Get it together. For everyone who's on IG Live right now, because I am about to end it, go on over to YouTube. It's free. Even if you don't have an account, you can watch this live stream that I'm about to click off. And thank you for saying I look adorable, because I feel a hot mess right now with all these pimples. Look at this. I think it's the altitude. And honestly, I noticed because I was touching my face today. But I just was like, oh, I can't. This was me in the galley. Oh my gosh, do I need to go get the oxygen? Oh my goodness, like this girl's going to Bangladesh. Like, what is she doing? But anyway, I'm about to end the live stream on IG. So bye. Just the IG, YouTube. You guys chill out for a second. I'm coming. My hair is all frizzy. Okay, what's up, guys? Now I can give you guys my full attention for like 5 more minutes, because I said I was going to cut it off at 30, but I still see questions. You can be 18 to be a flight attendant at some places, and then 21 is probably the most common, because we do serve liquor. So you cannot be back in that galley serving that liquor, and you're not of age. Not in America. No, ma'am. Whoop, whoop, Travel Bay. Hey, girl. How do I deal with natural hair with being a flight attendant? I don't want to put it up in a bun every day. Oh, I throw mine up in a ponytail most days. It's not even because I really like my hair, but I have days where I'm like this love-hate relationship that I have with my hair. I've never had a relaxer on my hair, so I do think that has saved me quite a bit. But whenever I was in high school, I pulled all of my hair to the side. I don't even know. I was just sitting in my room one day like a crazy person, took some jagged scissors. Like, these were like janky. I still have the scissors in my room. If I ever think about it, I'll show them. And just cut my hair like this. It was literally like to here. And it was at an angle. Well, it was probably like to here. It was at an angle. So then when Auntie took me to go get it trimmed back up, because she was so mad at me, I don't even know why I did this, they had to even it out. And it's still a little like, it's always grown a little bit longer on one side, but whatever. But yeah, I just cut it all off. And my hair, it was short, probably like to here, maybe when I was in the 9th grade. But yeah, I think not having a relaxer on it has saved me a good bit. And like, my dad has curly hair. My mom has like wavy, long hair. But that was one thing Auntie really stressed. She never let me get a relaxer. And I am not gonna lie, it's some days where I just yank through it when I'm brushing it. I don't take as good care of it as I should, only because it gets so frustrating because my hair is naturally curly. So some days I just don't feel like dealing with it. And I don't know. Yeah, YouTube is better. It's easier, and I did notice though, when I saw the quality of it on my I watched my live stream, well, parts of it on my phone, and it kind of like cuts out and gets a little bit laggy in certain parts, and I don't know if there's anything that I can do about that. I'm not sure if it depends on the connection of the Wi-Fi that I'm on, or if there's something on my part or camera. Like, I have it on the highest quality to upload, but yeah, it was kind of like shaky and a little blurry, but it still got the point across. So I think I'll still do it. Yeah, you can watch, you just can't comment. That's right. Hey, Lindsay. She's on the last one. Would I rather fly at an altitude of 30,000 feet or 29,999? That's a very difficult question. I don't know. I think 12,999. That would probably work better for me. Okay. Chris just texted me. Hold on. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, we have 2 cats, so we have to get neutered and Bo getting neutered. And a wedding to attend if I can get rid of this trip. And we're just like so all over the place this week. Would I ever consider being a training with an airline? Originally, I thought I would. I thought it would be something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have such a passion for talking about flight attendant stuff. And what did he say? He's so sarcastic sometimes, which I'm the same way, so it's perfect. But yeah, originally I thought it was something that I really would like to do because I think I have the demeanor for it, but now I don't feel that way anymore. So no, I have no desire to like be an instructor or be a trainer for an airline. And I know that might come as shocking to some people, but I know myself, and I actually don't think that I have the patience for it. So the people that do that at airlines, oh my gosh! Like I was talking to a lady on my way here today that is like a recruiter, and she kind of does both, I think. And she's just, I mean, she's so passionate about it, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. But yeah, it wouldn't be for me. I think I say that now, but that could change in like 5 years. Who knows? Yeah, I love Beyonce. I don't pay to commute. And non-revving, it just depends. It can be a hot mess or it can be a beautiful thing. Non-revving to Dubai was a beautiful thing as far as being able to get on the flight and everything, just knowing I'm sitting in a seat and being able to go to this country. I could never in my wildest dreams afford or imagine. Non-revving to base sometimes, trying to get into Atlanta and seeing how oversold the flights were, I would be in the airport bathroom crying because I could not get on that flight. I would have to wait for hours. So it's all over the place. The certain days of the week, the certain times, if there's holidays going on, where you're trying to go. And it's just non-revving is this whole other animal, and it depends on so many things. I don't know, bang two knot out. I don't have the patience to do that. My cousin does her hair in bang two knots. That's not for me. Yes, you can be a flight attendant if you're overweight. Weight is not like a determining factor. It's like, can you close the overhead bins? Can you open and arm your doors? You live in Sweden, but you want to work for an international airline. I'm not exactly sure how the application process works with all of the international ones, and there are quite a few, but I know Etihad, Emirates, and I don't know if Lufthansa does it, but Qatar does. You can be a U.S. citizen and apply for those airlines, but as far as the other way around, you need visas to go from certain countries to certain countries. So maybe just Google it because I'm not really sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Okay, so the thing is, yes, I do dislike international flying, but I would not do it. And there's been times where I've been called out for it and didn't have a choice and I had to do it. So I don't prefer it. Like I've never been one of those flight attendants that's like, I cannot wait to be a flight attendant so I can fly international. And the appeal of the layover is absolutely amazing. It's just not my like biggest, like it's not why I applied for the job was to fly international. But even now though, I do plan on, especially after talking to some of my classmates and you guys saying it as well, I am gonna try to do it more and like get out of my comfort zone with it and get on those amazing layovers. So stay tuned. Late to the party, but you're here though. That's what matters. I was on Instagram Live, but I got off because it was too much to try to hold the phone and do all of that and read the comments. It was too much. So that was kind of like what I was working on today, and why I decided to live stream was to see if it would be easier for me to do both for my Instagram followers that don't have YouTube accounts. But they're just gonna have to get with it and come to YouTube. Like, come on, what are you doing? Would you rather only pour Diet Cokes on your next flight or drop your phone down the jet bridge? Only pour Diet Cokes. Like, I've dropped my phone so many times, and I have this glass screen over the front of it, and then I have this phone case on the back of it. And like, this is just a cute little case. It's not like a protective case. Also, can we talk about broke this nail on this trip? Wanted to call off the trip. I'm kidding. I'm that dramatic, but no. Also, you see that? Hot mess. But yeah, I have to get this fixed tomorrow because that's not cute. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is breaking nails on trips. And don't even say, well, you should get them shorter. No, the claws are here to stay. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's your IOE? Congrats. That's so exciting. Don't be nervous. Is it graded? Especially if it's not graded, don't be nervous. You're gonna be fine. The people that do those, they're so sweet. My first IOE though, here's some tea. Here's some tea on me, guys. My first OE flight was actually graded at the time. I don't think they're graded anymore. And I had to retake mine. And I was so embarrassed. I woke up like in the middle of the morning. I didn't tell my roommate that it had happened. We had actually all gone out to eat the night before as a class, and we're like celebrating passing it. And I was sitting there like, I didn't pass mine, and I'm way too embarrassed because as I sat down with them and everything, I had gotten the call from the person that told me I actually didn't. And so I didn't know at first because the reception was bad in there. And so I had gone to the bathroom or something and seen the notification and then listened to the voicemail. And like my whole demeanor was just like, I have to do it again. And let me tell you, the next day I got 100%, but still I was just like, I can't believe everybody passed except for me. Although there could have been other people that didn't and I just didn't know. But yeah, I actually had to redo mine. I'm not saying that to make you feel nervous. Just know that, hello, I had to redo mine and I still made it through. So hopefully that's a little bit of peace of mind. I have so many stories, you guys. Honestly, another reason why I postponed season 2. Number 1, I'm in a wedding. I'm trying to get off for that wedding. So with everything going on and with helping her plan and trying to do that, I can't edit the finale thing because there's so many clips that I have from classmates and like little videos I need to export off my phone, and then some time lapses I was working on. It was just a lot of things that I was trying to put together for that video, and I want it to be nice. So I pushed the finale back. But you guys don't care about the finale. All you guys care about is season 2 and the tea. The tea and the stories. But yeah, I went through a lot my first, I wouldn't even say probation period. I would say year, because I was just like, I did everything wrong, and that's how I learned what to do. And that's not the best way to learn. However, it was such an adjustment for me. So, and I'm very stubborn too. So it was just like, what am I doing? Like, why, why did I decide to become a flight attendant? This is crazy. Oh yeah, the carbonation does make all diet drinks, not even just Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Ginger Ale, all of those. Diet anything takes forever to pour on flights. And some people say put the ice first, then do the drink, or vice versa. It still takes forever. Right now I'm on a 3-day trip. I only did 1 interview. I'm not really sure what that means. I don't actually have a date for season 2, but once I have one, I will post it on the community board where you guys can see it on YouTube, and then put it on my Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, and maybe Facebook. So not that I use Facebook that much. I have one, but I don't really use it, so everybody will know. Because let me tell you guys, that's the tea. Like, yeah, it's not that I don't. It's just it's not in the cards for me. Hi, Vaden. Hello. Yeah, international vlogs, as far as like the footage, is another reason where I'm like, okay, I don't actually want to do the meal service and the setup and then everything else. But then sometimes I get in a mood and I'm like, I want to be in the galley like all day today. But yeah, the layovers, and like I really want to get a drone, and I'm inspired by so many YouTubers. And so I'm like, when I see them film certain shots, I'm like, oh, that was so satisfying to watch. And so then I want to film like my own version of that. So I do want to do those vlogs. Okay, and this live stream might be an hour. This is so like, I know it's not a huge like live stream as far as crowd wise, but I really do like this better. Like I like these small, the people that are on here commenting, me being able to interact. I just find this so more effective personally. Now I know I am missing comments because they're still moving, especially trying to do that and be on IG. That's too much for me. But this is a good pace for me. And then I can really like talk to you guys. Yeah, it's not graded. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna be fine. Just make sure you're on time because some people like miss their IOEs or OEs, whatever they're called wherever you are, and then you have to redo them, or sometimes you can get in trouble for that. Nervous and excited for training. Okay, don't be nervous. All right, you're still gonna be nervous, but mostly be excited. Take it a day at a time. I always say that. That's my first piece of advice. Because regardless of what airline you're going to, you're thrown for a lot of information. A lot of information is thrown at you, and it's all new information. So believe this or not, I found training for my first airline to be more difficult than college. And I found training at my second airline to be more less difficult as far as testing wise, but more difficult people wise. As far as my personal process and me as a person. So everybody's different. Some people breeze through every single test, never have retakes, never worry about it, never study, never do anything. Loop right through. Some people retake as many as they have to, or whatever the limit might be. Bloop, get through. Once you're on the line, you have your wings. Nobody goes back and goes, oh, well, on the 717 test, she missed 2 questions. No. We go, what trip are you working? Oh my God. What do you want to do when you get to the layover? Like, that's the important questions. Come on. I hate people that are petty and in the wrong way. Like, it's okay to be petty when you're being funny and throwing the shade and like it's being thrown back and you're with your friends and it's a certain situation. But people that are like stuck up and like, well, have a seat. Next question. How do you explain flying to people scared of flying that have never flown before? Okay, this is how I explain it because I'm just not afraid of it. So it's different. In my head, I'm like, what about it is scary? But the first time I ever was on a mainline plane was for my OE flight. I had never actually flown a big plane before. One time I went to Washington, D.C. with my junior class in high school. Then the second time I was ever on a plane was to go to, we flew Allegiant to Orlando. Only 2 times I'd ever been on a plane. The third time ever in my life was on my way to the interview. So flying, I know a lot of people focus on turbulence. A plane can take a lot. I will say that again and again and again. These planes can take a lot. There's a reason why you don't hear every other week on the news about plane crashes. They don't happen that often. Now, when they do happen, they're obviously very traumatic because planes are very powerful instruments. Like, planes weigh thousands and tons. Like, it's a huge metal tube hurling through the sky at, I don't even know, 500 and something miles an hour. So they can take a lot. And so when you're on a plane and you start, feeling the bumps, because that's what people focus on when I'm like, a fire is what you need to be worried about on a plane. Okay, that snakes on a plane, literally snakes on a plane. Those are the real problems. However, turbulence, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna land. It's gonna be fine. I just think I spoke about this earlier too. Just knowing that 2 people are in charge of all of those people in the back. And they've done this time and time again. They've been practiced. They've been trained. A lot of them are previous military. They know what they're doing. They're going to get you from point A to point B safely. So if you need to, maybe do a little meditation. Some people have to take medicine to make sure they're not nauseous, whatever. close your eyes. Some people touch the plane and say a little prayer. Some, the Catholics, they're doing that, whatever you have to do, but just know you will land from point A to point B safely. That is the most important thing when it comes to flying. It is heavily focused as a safety aspect of this job. So it just gives me peace of mind because I have been through training, so I kind of like know the inside scoop, but you will be fine. Tell your friend that they will be fine. Bryce, oh my God, Bryce, why are you on here? I didn't know you had YouTube. Hey, honey, I miss you. Oh, Bryce is my classmate. And he can sing, y'all. Like, low-key, the first time I heard him sing, I was like, yeah, it's always the ones you don't expect. So crazy. I don't know. I don't remember how the benefits kicked in. But I'm glad you said that because that reminded me I need to email. I need to send this email back. Some of the comments you guys asked, I'm like, I know where this is headed. I'm not gonna answer that. Petty Airways. Oh my, y'all! If y'all don't follow Petty Airways on IG, what are you doing? The memes. It's the best. It is the absolute best. Would I speak to my crews? Yeah. Okay. Y'all. I know I like make little comments where I'm being shady, but everybody who I worked with before, anybody who has fun with me, like for real, like being serious, if you've flown with me, you know how on the layover, we might be going out, we might be drinking, we might be sitting by the pool, we might be sightseeing, we might be. If you've flown with me, like for real, and we vibed, we had so much fun together. Like, and I know people are like, well, do you even talk? I still talk to so many people that I worked with previously. And like, there's no bad blood between us. No, the people, like, even today I saw, like, this is something that now I have to be aware of because I switched. So I'm walking through, in my uniform or whatever, and they switched to purple. And so I saw someone from and just out of habit, I was like, oh my gosh, hey, because I'm always that crew member that when I see other crew, not even just those two airlines, like any airline, I'm almost like, oh, it's a crew member. I look at the bags, I see the crew tags. I'm over here speaking, and some people look at me like, why are you speaking to me? Okay, you're not my coworker. You don't fly this airline. Like, I have been snubbed so many times where I was like, oh my God, okay, ooh, my bad. Or like getting on the crew van with crews from different airlines. And I'm like, oh, how was your trip? Asking questions, and they're looking at me like I straight up asked someone something, and she just looked at me and did not respond. And I was like, oh, okay, well, never mind. But hey, some people are really like, maybe they were having a bad day. It's fine. I don't take things personally at all. Because let me tell you guys, here's some more tea. That's all you guys want is tea. Oh, I love it though. I live for tea parties. There are people that if I cancel you, you are canceled forever. You can't resubscribe. There's no more renewing this process. And if I do cancel you, I have valid reasons. It's not just something that I up and do. So me and Nate would joke around about this all the time in training. Cancelado, that's like the Spanish word for canceled. Basically, it means that you've done something that just doesn't sit well with me, or maybe to someone that I was very close to, etc. And if I ever see you, I don't speak to you. And like, that's so simple, but some people really take that offensively. And once again, because I like talking about this is the white Blair that you become in my life. And I found this too. Okay, so it says Black Mirror. And then it says, because Nate jokingly canceled me one day. He was like, I'm not talking to you anymore. And it says the Black Mirror, I don't love you anymore, you're blocked. And so this was me. Can you guys see that? That's me. And that was Nate. I could never block him though. He's awesome. He's my classmate. He was like my best friend in training. But it's amazing to me that some people get so offended and so upset at the fact that you won't address something, or you literally won't speak to them. So if you're canceled and you come smiling up in my face, or now, all of a sudden you find out this girl's on YouTube and the switch up, and now you want to treat me differently, this is me looking at you. If I was at home right now, you guys would hear crickets chirping. That like, and it's no disrespect. Like, we're not gonna argue. I have nothing to argue with you about. If we have to work a trip together, by all means, we're taking care of the passengers. Customer service through the roof. They're not gonna know a single. No, I'm not. I don't do back and forth. But we have nothing to discuss. And so this is how I am. Like, you just cut it off. You just cut someone off. And as a Scorpio, this is very easy for me to completely ignore somebody. So this has happened to people, and there are a lot of people who feel some type of way about that, but it's not my business. It's all the shade I'm throwing today. I haven't actually had time to binge watch any shows, which is very unfortunate because I need to finish Blacklist. I need to finish Gossip Girl, which I've watched it, but I'm like rewatching it because I needed some inspiration for a few things. I want to finish Game of Thrones. Hello, I've only watched season 1, episode 1, and I already know that that's going to be a show that I'm like love because they're like, don't get too attached to the characters. The characters might die. And in my head, I'm like, what? So I need to see what this is about. But yeah, I haven't actually been able to catch up on my favorite vloggers because I've been life. But yeah, I do really love binge watching. Okay, Cindy D, that is almost a video that I want to do separate, completely discussing that. Read your social media policy, read the rules, maybe even talk to a manager, because there are things that go on with wanting to do this and vlog that can put you in some hot water. So that will be for season 2 as well. Yeah, some people don't like the uniforms. And there was a video I posted, I might have privated it now though, where I was like, I've worn a uniform my whole life. I have no problem with it. You know, you can put me in a plastic bag and I will rock it. I'll figure out some kind of way to make it cute. But the allergic reactions have happened on both sides. People have sent me pictures of like their armpits and like, you know, the color, the fabric rubbing. You know, I don't really know what all goes into this, and I don't let my opinion weigh too heavily on that. But across the board, not even these two, but like all kinds of people have difficulties when they're switching uniforms, and people are really shady about it. And it's different to like make a meme and laugh about it, about how it looks, and then straight up just like drag someone through the mud over what you're wearing. So I tend to avoid the uniform debate with any airline, because there's some uniforms that I'm so obsessed with, I absolutely love, that other people hate, or scarf options or shoe options or tights or pantyhose or whatever. But yeah, I tend to stay out of the uniform debate because I think it's just a personal decision. Do you actually want to sing at my wedding? Because I don't have a singer yet, and kind of broke. Bryce? Bryce, will you sing at my wedding? This is on a live stream. Lots of people are going to see this. You heard it here first. Because you're saying that. I don't know if you're saying that jokingly, but now that you've thrown it out there, I've got this one song that I once sang, and I have no idea who to ask to sing it. So text me. All the way from Russia? Hey, girl. The face of silence. You saw that? We're not doing that. I don't know what super chat is. Because someone said the other day a super chat popped up and it $1.99. And so that meant that somebody sent me $1.99. However, I have no, I don't monetize live streams to, where you guys have to pay a fee to watch them. They're free. So I don't know where this money goes when you super chat with money. I really have no idea, because I've only live streamed 5 times now, ever. And this is only the 4th one that's public. One of them I just did it just because. So it's you guys are the sweetest people. I know every YouTuber feels like their audience is the best audience, and I love when my YouTubers that I am obsessed with call me the best audience, because I'm like, yeah, I am. I support you, whatever you do. But at the same time, monetary, and this is not I'm really about to start blasting some people in DMs because I'm like, don't, Doug, what are you doing? So my Final Cut Pro was paid for by my passengers. I put up a GoFundMe. The link might still be underneath some old videos. And then I even was gonna do the laptop that I'm filming this on right now, but it was like some stuff was going on behind the scenes, and I was like, oh, I can't do that because this laptop was expensive. But it's in my head. I'm like, the fact that you guys are even like willing to do that is amazing. But stop it. You're making me blush. Emirates. I will say one thing about Emirates. I don't know if I feel like it shouldn't matter if I say this. I kind of want to go to their interview process to see what that's like. I don't know anyone that's like on the inside looking out that would be willing to help me or like, talk about it. Because I think a lot of people quit there at certain ages and then for certain reasons. And I need to watch, because these are starting to pop up on my newsfeed, why I quit Emirates. And I think it's because I put up, flight attendant videos, but I don't know much about like the inside of them. However, I am obsessed with the interior of their planes. They are amazing, absolutely stunning. Like, the fact that some of the things that they have I'm like, that's on a plane? Like, there are hotels that are not half as nice as some of those planes are. Blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. Okay, so it's a donation that you have to click with your credit AdSense. So do you want me to donate to you? Okay, so I do have AdSense as far as like an account with YouTube, but you guys, if you guys want to give me a donation, sure. Because let me tell you, I'm paying for a wedding, so every dollar counts, right? That's so crazy though. Like, even that you're offering that. Thank you, Jake. Do flight attendants pay per footsteps at the airport, or is it covered by the airline? I don't think you meant to put footsteps, so I'm not really sure what word you meant to insert there. Hi from London. Oh, hi. Obsessed with your country, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Nate is good. He's actually, I think he's in Jamaica right now. His first trip was Brazil. Like, he's such a savage on the international trips. This boy's all over the country already. And it's only like, we have not been on the line that long. But he's a speaker, and he's one of the smartest people I've ever met in my entire life. Truly. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, Etihad's uniforms, I love them. I like the scarf. That JetBlue dress. Okay, snack. Matter of fact, let me do this now because you guys are making me wanna. I'll throw out whose uniforms I really enjoy. You can save your live stream on Instagram? Okay. There's a flight attendant. There's so many now, though. I don't really follow that many. But there's a flight attendant IG page that posts, your particular air. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. That posts their airlines flight attendants, and then there's some that post all of it. So, for example, this is okay. How are we doing? So this is the Etihad scarf. I love that. I love that scarf. Love that. It just looks so fancy to me. I saw someone in the uniform the other day, and I don't know who she was, but I was like, honey is a little snack. Okay. Snack. Oh, look at her. Like, I love pictures like this. By the way, I don't know any of these people. I'm just like scrolling through. So that's such a cute in picture. And her hair. Oh, I love that. Some of these pictures, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've seen them. Like this picture, I've seen some of them like walking through the hallway. This is my first time seeing this picture though. But I've run into a few of them. They weren't in my class or anything. Okay, this scarf. Oh my gosh, like I love this. My favorite color is yellow, so I would totally rock the scarf. Look at that. So cute. Black and yellow looks really good together. This scarf. I'm just like focusing on all the scarves. I don't even know what airline this is, but I really like this scarf. It's cute. Yeah, so some people are like, well, this uniform isn't classy, or this one doesn't fit well, or this one, we don't like the colors. Whose scarf is this? Let's just talk about scarves for the next 5 minutes. Okay. Yes, that is a vibe. Really like that. I like scarves that are like pop, like they're bright, they catch your eye. I just think that that's so classy to be walking through the terminal with your uniform on and have like a cute little scarf around your neck. Some people don't like it, and I guess it depends on you as a person, on what you enjoy, obviously. But I feel so cute in this scarf. I love it. But I was trying to look for a picture of someone in the jet blue dress. Snatched. Let me tell you, homie was snatched. This girl, I think I follow her on Instagram. Yes, I'm obsessed with her. I don't even know her. I see her in the uniform and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to wake up and put some makeup on my face and like get my life together. She's just always on point. I think she's a brand ambassador for Etihad. But that purple lipstick, like, come through, honey. Girl. Looking like a snack. Oh, the United dress, the blue dress. I have seen some people walk through the terminal, and I'm like, whoever she is getting it. I love seeing that. Guys and girls in the terminal with their rollerboard, walking through, looking confident with the crew or with the captains and first officers, whoever, or just the flight, whoever, and they're like, "This is my airport. I run the show," and I'm like, "Get it, get it." I'm here for the cruise. Like, I'm just here for it. And even like when people's like, because I know there's different regulations and rules as far as like your hair being up or hair being down or whatever. But some people are walking through and like they've got all this hair or like it's pulled up so nicely or braided up. I'm like, oh, you guys are so beautiful. Like, look at you. I know that I show the girls a lot more love than the guys, only because, hello, ladies run this world. Y'all know that. Oh my gosh, I think this is... Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Like, I'm just sitting here on Instagram. That's me. I'm the Instagram stalker that every picture that I like, I'm like, double tap. Well, look how beautiful these people are. I just love stuff like that. Okay, let me catch up with comments. Sorry. My phone case is from Airport Tag. They sent that to me. And love it. And I started to do the international version, but come on, you guys know I don't fly out the country that much. So I got the US version. Isn't that cute? And then it kind of goes with my uniform scarf with the red and the blue thing. So I walked through the airport like, I'm a flight attendant. You see these city codes? Oh, that was Air Canada. Oh my gosh, are you from the picture? What are the chances of that? Hey! So I'm not sure which one it was, but you are from... Hi. Okay, you see me. You don't even know me. I'm stalking you on IG. Girl, you look so cute in that picture. I low-key feel famous because you guys are asking for shout-outs. Does that mean I've made it? I've made it on the internet? Oh my gosh. Okay, some of the questions you guys asked confused me though. But yeah, I have been seeing certain people in different uniforms because even when I'm non-revving too, or when I'm not in uniform and I'm just sitting in the terminal, maybe waiting on my connecting flight or commuting home or going to work or whatever, like, sometimes I'll just look up and crew members always stand out to me, even on the train before I've seen them, because I notice crew members by their bags more so than their uniforms if I'm just like on my phone, which I'm on my phone a lot. So I'm not just like in the airport or on the train looking around looking for anybody. A lot of times this is me responding this, and you guys know what I'm doing. I'm responding to YouTube comments. I'm responding to Snapchat DMs and back on Twitter. I did not mean to click that. all kinds of things. I'm always on my phone a lot, but I look up a lot too. And I see cute little pilots and flight attendants. I'm like, flourish, go free, you're beautiful. Fly the friendly skies and be nice to your passengers, please. But also passengers, be nice to your flight attendants. Pretty please. And also that's another thing. My YouTube channel name is The Pretty Passenger, okay? And this was never supposed to be me calling myself pretty or like being like, I'm so pretty. It referred to my passengers. You guys are the passengers, not me. Like the pretty passengers. I just thought it like sounded cute and it flowed well and it kind of rolled off the tongue a little bit. And now I'm stuck with that forever. And I love it. I like my handle name. But yeah, you guys are the pretty passengers, not me. I'm just Ashley. I'm just here. I'm here to do your bidding. Okay. I'm going to click on this and see what happens. Because I'm nosy. Okay, so when I click on your handle name, it says report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, add modifier. I don't know what it means to add a modifier. Oh no, now I'm all, I can't keep up with the comments. I've been on. Do you know that part in Beyonce's song when she's doing "You Wake Up Flawless" and she says that at the beginning, or someone says that at the beginning? She's hashtag been famous. First of all, I'm not famous, okay? As much as I would love it, I would love to like rub shoulders with the big boys and be like, oh yeah, yeah, Beyonce, I'll call you, I'll text you back tomorrow. It's not even there. This is me at the totem pole, okay? And you don't want to know where Beyonce is? 37,000 feet in the air. Very far away from me on the ground, being very basic, being the peasant that I am. But yeah, it's so crazy. How to respond to a comment about me on Twitter? What? I'm not sure I don't know who Jenny is. Singapore Airlines has good uniforms. Oh yeah, that's another one. I really like Singapore's airlines. I really like Singapore Airlines' uniforms. There we go. Speak English, Ashley. That's one comment that I personally am always like, people are lying to me. Okay, you're lying to me, but I hear it so often to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe it's not a lie. My voice and my accent, I get asked, where are you from? You're from you were born in Texas? You're raised in Louisiana? You don't have a Southern accent. Or, you know, are you East African? Are you mixed? Are you this, that? People question my ethnicity, my accent, and my age a lot. And like, I'm not offended by it. And I'm so used to like answering questions a lot anyway. So when people say I have a nice voice, I'm like, oh, thank you. Because every time I edit, I'm like, oh, ew, why did I say that? That sounds weird. But it took me a very, very long time to get used to editing and hearing my own voice back. And believe it or not, the first year that I had a YouTube channel and considered putting up videos, I did not make them public for a year. Those videos will never, ever, ever be posted on the internet. I have this one. Oh my gosh. I actually might post this one. I was in 8th grade. 8th grade, you guys. YouTube has been life. And we went on a school trip to SeaWorld. And something like this dolphin had did something. Because at the time, you know, I would have, I didn't know all the stuff that goes on at SeaWorld, but I did support SeaWorld at the time. And I was a kid, you know, but I had pulled the camera out, and I still have this camera, my first vlog camera, and said something cringeworthy into the camera. And I found the freaking flash drive, or I'm going spacing out on it. I found the little SD card. And you guys, it was a 2 gig SD card. And like, that might not mean anything to you guys, but I was in tears from laughing. I was like, I really have been like, I've been about this YouTube live for like a hot minute. A 2 gig. What was I doing with the 2 gig SD card? You can take like 10 pictures on that. Oh, and like a video clip worth 20 seconds. It blows my mind. Addie Borg. Hey, I don't know what people want when you do shout outs, but hey, thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. I used to play video games, but I don't anymore. Let me tell you, Chris, he was the video gamer when we were in college. I used to live for when he would actually let me play Call of Duty a little bit. He didn't want me messing up his score, and he was playing with his friends and stuff. Let me tell you, after about 10 seconds, bam, I was dead. I would get respawned back into the game, like, okay, this time I got it. Bam, dead. Like, I was horrible at it. However, I loved playing it, so. I don't really play that much anymore, but I still have my Nintendo 64 and it works. And after we get everything set up in the house, we actually want to have the game room with like a huge TV or projector and then have like a Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, all of the devices in one room. But yeah. This live stream is like, this is nice. You guys, I really like doing this. Okay, so someone who can monitor the comments. Oh yeah, I don't really need that though. I mean, I'm monitoring my own comments. You can give permission to block trolls and rude comments. The oldest flight attendant that I've worked with was 84. And Senior Mama was on it. Like, she was on it. The story she was telling me, like, probably one of the best flights I've ever worked as far as being eye-opening to me. And she was like, I know people are like, oh my gosh, you know, how do you arm your door? Some people hear an age and they freak out, but honey had more energy than I did. So there you go. She was absolutely amazing. I'm not sure what you're saying to post. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, Virgin Atlantic has some nice uniforms too. I absolutely love crew members' uniforms. So it's very interesting when people ask me my perspective of it, and then they're like, oh, you like that one? I don't like that at all. And I'm just like, oh, okay, sorry. I really like it. You guys, I'm about to end it in a little bit because I need to go get something to eat. But I have listened to this song 10,000 times. Okay, some of y'all are gonna be like, whoa, the switch up. Like we go from chatting about uniforms to this. Does anyone, before it comes on, who knows what this is from? You ready? I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. I just want to get to this one part. I know y'all are probably like, okay, clicks off live stream. But this, when she was singing this part, like, it's called Never Enough, and it is off of the Greatest Showman soundtrack. This has been on repeat since I watched the movie. Okay, I'm having trouble getting it to, there we go. Well, kind of. The Greatest Showman soundtrack is absolutely amazing. The movie, absolutely amazing, and I am obsessed with it, and I've listened to it all day long. Like, literally the whole thing. I just have it on repeat on my Tidal account on repeat. Oh, Never Enough is my favorite song off of there at the moment. However, this one's up there too. The Greatest Show. Pause. Scratch that because I'll just go through and be like, oh, I like every single song on here. I actually absolutely love the entire. Yes, scream the lyrics in the comments. It will never be enough. That's amazing. Okay. For everyone that keeps telling me I need to check. Okay, well, season 2. Wait for it. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I absolutely. Oh, goodness. Here we go. I absolutely love that soundtrack and that movie and what it represented and like the people. And it was just great. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And the editing, like I'm one of those people that watches certain movies and I cannot help but look at like how they do the jump cuts and how they film it. Like that's actually my dream job, is to work in some kind of field doing videography. But yeah, I really enjoyed the film. And I don't remember, I feel like I watched one of Zoella's videos and she talked about it. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this extremely long, chatty live stream. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, but I really do like being able to answer questions and being able to go back and forth and this be a little bit more personalized, and I'm not reaching as large of an audience. And so with the next live streams in the next seasons, what I am going to try to do as well is do some in the morning, some in the evening, maybe do some polls and try to see where the majority is and what part of the world you're in. So that way we're able to talk a little bit more and you're not left out. I'm on Central Time. My body's on Central Time and always has been. Hello, Louisiana. But yes, I am aware that some people cannot watch because where they're staying at, it's nighttime, or they're at work, or they're on a trip, or whatever. So I am aware of that, and that is another reason why I do leave these up publicly. So if for some crazy reason you want to sit through this hour and 21 minutes of me talking and you didn't get to catch it before, then you can. But I do appreciate you guys for being so lovely in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.